Gemini's monthly user milestone, and the new baseline for brand content. Gemini now reaches more than 1 billion monthly users. E-commerce brands need to pay attention. The next recommendation a shopper trusts may come from a chat window instead of a search results page. The Gemini app now reaches more than 1 billion monthly users. That's conversational discovery in front of a mass audience. That means a buyer can ask what belongs in their cart. Then they can narrow the choice before visiting a store. This milestone measures people using the Gemini app. It doesn't measure clicks from Google search, visits attributed to an organic result, or referrals recorded in an analytics platform. Someone can see a useful recommendation and remember the brand. Then they arrive later through a direct browser session. Your analytics may never show where the decision began. Visibility now deserves a place beside organic search visibility in the content plan. A shopper might ask for a lightweight waterproof hiking boot under $180 and receive a recommendation that names a brand. If the response assigns the wrong waterproofing material to that boot, the brand gets attention while the shopper gets bad advice. Teams often track whether a brand appears before checking what it says about it. That order creates a blind spot. Review the facts attached to every important mention, especially when products differ in price or materials. Start with the questions buyers ask about your highest value products. Then check whether the responses preserve the current details on the relevant page, policy page, as well as the catalog record. These checks belong beside search monitoring because both channels can shape a purchase before checkout. The practical response is a fact check built around buying decisions. Compare generated descriptions with the live product information. Then correct any conflict at its source across shipping terms and warranty language. A mention earns attention only when the details behind it hold up. What Gemini's scale changes for e-commerce discovery? Consumer AI scale turns answer visibility into a distribution problem. A shopper's research can start broad. Then it narrows. It may begin with a general request and move toward a brand comparison without a traditional results page. Between those steps, Gemini can summarize an initial recommendation, respond to a follow-up, and carry context into the next decision. Consider someone searching for a fragrance-free moisturizer for rosacea-prone skin. The first response might mention a 12-ounce formula with mineral SPF. Follow-up prompts could ask about ingredients and packaging size. Or they could focus on return terms or daily use. Each follow-up gives the store's information another chance to shape the recommendation. That changes the job of category pages. They need enough comparison detail. The shopper may already have seen one suggested item. Now they want to understand where it fits. A sensitive skin collection should connect clearly to ingredient information and explain who should avoid a particular formula. The strongest internal links follow the buyer's next decision. Link the moisturizer page to its ingredients and return policy. Then, connect the collection page to the item using descriptive anchor text. Those links help people verify a recommendation. They also give such systems a clearer route through related facts. Stores lose clarity when copy was written for a catalog grid, while shoppers need decision support. Gentle daily hydration may work on a tile. A buyer still needs the mineral SPF percentage and bottle volume, plus fragrance details and information about who should use the formula. One answer can lead into several related questions, so priority pages need to handle those follow-ups directly. Use headings such as "What's inside?" "How large is the bottle?" and "When can I return it?" 4. Precise answers will serve a serious buyer better than a glossy paragraph full of broad claims. A brand mention can still produce a wrong answer. Being named in a response and being described correctly are separate outcomes. Presence means the brand appears in the response. Accuracy means the response preserves the facts a buyer needs to choose. That includes its composition and the conditions attached to the purchase. Imagine a merino sweater, listed as 100% merino on a marketplace page. The current listing says it's an 80% merino and 20% nylon blend. That repeated marketplace claim can send a shopper toward a purchase based on the wrong fiber content. The brand gains visibility. The customer receives incorrect guidance. Price conflicts create the same problem. An old comparison article may show a sale price after the promotion ended. A reseller might still list a discontinued color after the store sold through it. Then every page becomes a competing signal. Current information lacks enough context. The most damaging errors usually come from scattered facts across product pages and shipping policies. The information exists, but it's often disjointed, leaving teams and customers confused. But each source gives a slightly different version, so the system has to choose which one to repeat. Shoppers see the results. Brand clarity starts with plain language around materials and use cases. State the fiber blend in the opening description. Identify the weather conditions the garment suits. Explain fulfillment limits where buyers will see them before adding the item to a cart. The best correction begins with a source of truth review. Pick a high-value item. Compare its current detail page with retailer listings and policy pages, then update or remove contradictions. After that, test prompts involving composition and returns, plus price and availability. Visibility improves when important facts are easy to find and verify. A brand mention can start discovery, but accurate details protect the purchase decision. Evidence gives Gemini something safe to repeat. Answer systems need explicit evidence before they can repeat a claim with confidence. A claim needs enough nearby detail for Gemini to understand what it means and where the promise ends. That matters, especially for products whose value depends on technical specifications. A running shoe page can say that a model uses a carbon plate. Then, it can connect that statement to its specifications and intended pace range. The surrounding copy should explain whether the shoe suits tempo runs or racing, or whether it is better for occasional, faster workouts. Built for speed gives a shopper very little to verify. Product knowledge often exists inside the business. Then it gets buried under lifestyle language and image-only details. Move proof beside the claim, especially when a loose interpretation could lead to an expensive mistake. Consider a recycled nylon rain jacket. Its page should state the waterproof rating and seam construction in visible text, along with the temperature range and repair coverage. That combination tells an answer engine what the jacket can handle and the limits of the promise, while also showing who it serves. Visible boundaries improve repeatability. Say that the jacket suits wet commutes and hiking in steady rain. Then state that the temperature guidance assumes a base layer and mid-layer. This wording gives Gemini a usable answer without creating an accidental promise about extreme alpine conditions. Independent references add weight when they confirm a specific fact. A textile brand can link its organic material claim to the Global Organic Textile Standard Certified Supplier database when the listed facility and certificate match the garment. For product data and eligibility, teams can also consult Google's Merchant Center product data specification and its structured data guidance. These references should confirm the statement and not sit on the page as decorative authority. Audit the claims most likely to appear in a response, then place the supporting specification beside each one. Confidence comes from proximity and limits. Internal links help Gemini connect product facts. Internal links show how a store's product facts fit together. Visibility depends partly on site structure. Related pages help systems interpret each item more clearly. And descriptive links can connect the item to its materials and care instructions. A useful e-commerce path might start with a category guide, move to a specific item, continue to a care guide, then return to the relevant collection. It can do that. A rainwear guide could link to a recycled nylon jacket. Then the jacket page could send shoppers to washing instructions. And the care guide points back to the rain jacket collection. That route follows the buyer's next decision. A 13-inch laptop sleeve should link to a sizing guide and a shipping page that explains delivery to Alaska and Hawaii. Each link answers a different concern. So, an answer engine can distinguish device fit from fabric choice or delivery eligibility. It creates a clear separation. Use anchor text that names the destination. Check MacBook Air sleeve dimensions. Carries more meaning than learn more. View Alaska and Hawaii shipping restrictions. Tells the shopper exactly what appears after the click. Specific anchors also reduce the chance that unrelated pages look interchangeable. High-margin products often have strong copy, but no contextual root from educational content. A premium wool coat may sit inside a collection and remain technically discoverable. Yet, its fabric guide never points to it. Useful commercial detail stays disconnected from the page where a buyer needs it. Internal links also separate broad policy from item-level proof. A sustainability page can explain the store's material policy, while each listing identifies the exact fabric attached to that item. Readers get the policy context without mistaking a brand-wide statement for proof about every variant. Map links around buyer decisions, then inspect priority items for a route from an educational page. Gemini can connect facts that the site has connected for it. Suggested exact match anchors include Gemini answer visibility, e-commerce product data, product material specifications, and shipping and returns policy. Use each only when the destination page genuinely covers that topic. Skimmable pages give Gemini clean answer units. Short answer units make information easier to extract and easier for shoppers to verify. Start with one clear sentence, then state the fact. A shopper asking whether a pan works on induction needs that information before the relevant detail appears. So, the content should lead with compatibility and support it with concise brand language. A useful layout starts with a direct summary near the top. The opening line does real work before anything else gets in the way. Then come the specifications, followed by guidance and policy details with proof placed where it supports the conclusion. That order helps a language model locate the commercial answer while also giving the shopper a logical path into the evidence. Take a 10-inch cast iron skillet. The opening summary can state that it works on induction cooktops. A specification block can cover diameter and oven-safe temperature, along with seasoning requirements and compatible cooktops. Then a separate care section can explain hand washing in plain language, along with drying and oiling instructions. Headings should name the decision in front of the buyer. Will this backpack fit under an airline seat? Gives the section a clear job. Product details leaves the reader to sort through unrelated measurements. It should state the packed dimensions. Note the airline size assumption and explain where the bag exceeds the stated limit. Most stores have enough material for useful answers, but the details are scattered across accordion panels and image files, with the returns page often several clicks away. Pulling the key sentence into visible copy helps shoppers verify the claim without reconstructing the product from fragments. A question section earns its space when each answer adds a precise fact. Useful entries could cover induction compatibility and hand washing. Vague questions at the bottom create extra headings without giving anyone a reliable solution. Short sections also expose missing information quickly. If a store can't write a direct answer about fit or care, the issue usually sits in the product data for Gemini answer visibility itself. Fix that gap before polishing the wording. Measure whether answers describe your brand accurately. Visibility tracking becomes useful when it records accuracy alongside appearance. A brand mention carries little value when the response sends shoppers toward the wrong product or repeats an unsupported claim. The metric should show what appeared, where it came from, and whether it was accurate. Test Gemini with prompts built around actual buying jobs. Ask it to compare two products. To learn more, visit heysprite.com today.